Recovering from the losses in a fire, theft, or other disaster can be the most traumatic part of the catastrophe. Without proof of what you owned, it could take your insurance company months or years to settle your claim. By using your digital camera to build a detailed home inventory, the settlement time could be dropped down to just weeks. But once you've taken the pictures, how can you protect them from the disaster itself? Welcome back. We're joined by John Spagnolo. Now, John is with the Insurance Information Institute, and he's helped design this great software that you can use to create your own home inventory. Now, here's a really good thing about it is it's free.
That's right.
That's a good thing. But before we get into that, we need to start with a little file management. Now, Carrie, you took some great pictures after I left yesterday, right?
I did. I tried.
Okay, well, good. I went ahead and transferred all those pictures from your camera onto the computer. So what I did is I transferred all the images into a folder I created for you called Carrie's Inventory.
Okay.
Now, what I like to do is whenever I'm creating these folders, we'll start with the inventory folder for your entire home, and then we'll create a separate folder for each room.
Okay.
Now, to start with, just click on the folder that says Carrie's Inventory, and we'll see that you have lots of images in there. I went ahead and created a folder already called Den, and I pulled some images into there, but let's create another folder and call it Living Room.
Okay.
So just click right up here on this little wheel, and you'll get a drop-down menu. Just come down to New Folder. Great. And let's call it Living Room.
Okay.
And just go ahead and type that in.
Okay.
Now, when we click through all of these images, that's great. Go ahead and start clicking, like right here. When we start clicking through all of these images in the preview, you can see what they are, and if they belong in the living room, just do a click and drag them into the living room folder.
It does. Okay.
It's really easy. And then you can see over here on the right pane that they're actually in that folder. This is a great way to keep everything organized, so you always know what was in what room. So once we do this in every room in your home and drag all the images into the right folders, that's where John's fabulous software program comes into play. Now, John, what's it actually called?
It's called Know Your Stuff.
Know Your Stuff. I like that. Why don't you go ahead and show us some stuff so we can learn how it works?
Okay, you start the software by clicking on the icon. Okay. And, okay, to start your new inventory, you simply click on New, and you name it. We'll call this inventory Carrie's Inventory. And what we want to do is we want to make sure we save it where you stored your pictures in the folder on your desktop called Carrie's Inventory. So we'll click on Browse, and we are already in Carrie's Inventory, so that's good. So we'll close it and click on Next. Now this is a wizard just to set up your inventory, so let's type in your name. And let's put it in address, say 123 Main Street. And we click on Next. Now what we do is you would put in the name of your insurance company here, and then you would put in your policy number, and you'd click on Next again, and here is a spot where you can put in all your important financial information, where if there was a disaster in your home, this would be information that you would need if your home was destroyed. Say a policy number for your life insurance and things like that. So what we'll do is we'll click on Next, and now here is where you would start adding rooms to your inventory. If you want, you can click on Add right there. And you can start with the den. Okay, that's great. And then we'll move along and finish. Now your home inventory is set up. Now you'll notice that you see the name of your inventory at the top of the screen, and you'll see your room right here. And if you add more rooms, they will all appear down this left-hand column. And you have not added any items yet. So let's try adding an item. There's the plus item button right at the top. Now, here's where we're going to add an item. Let's start with adding a picture. So click on the Add button right below Item Picture. And let's go through and see what picture you want to use first.
Okay.
And then click on the Open. Okay, now let's add the item name.
Okay.
Okay, now here is where we would add in all the specific information for the item, such as the cost of the item and the date purchased.
Oh, that's great. I see you have a place for the receipt. So would you just scan that?
Yes, and you would upload it just like you uploaded the other image.
Okay, great.
To finish this item, just click on Finish. And now you will see that the item has been put into that room.
There it is.
That's great. So, Carrie, what you would do is do this throughout every room in your home and get every item documented just like this. Thank you, John. That was great.
Thank you.
So, Carrie, let's pretend that we already did this with everything, and I'll show you how to save it and then burn it on a CD.
All right.
Okay? Just come up here to File and do a Save.
Okay.
All right, now just do File, Quit. You always want to save it before you quit to make sure you have all your information.
All right.
So now once we've quit, you'll come over here on the desktop and just drag the folder that says Carrie's Inventory onto the CD I already loaded into the computer. All right, now just double click on the CD. Okay, you can see the folders in there. Now all you need to do is just click this little button up at the right that says Burn, and that's going to burn the CD. Now this will put all the information from the folder onto the CD, and we can store it in a safe place. If you'd like to know more about building your own home inventory, just log on to our website at DIYnetwork.com. Okay, Carrie, I think the CD is finished. Let's go ahead and just hit the eject button.
Okay.
And I'll give you a pen so you can label it, so you can identify it for later. John, thank you so much for coming in and helping us, and especially showing us this great software program.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We had a great time. Carrie, you did a good job.
Thank you very much.
I hope you'll take what you learned and create your own home inventory. Join me next time on The Whole Picture. Let's look at the